Okay, now, before we go any further, I just have to say something serious for a moment. There's been a theft in this studio. Something has been taken from my dressing room. And I tell you, I know who it is. It's one of you people out there has taken something. I'm not going to call the police or any of that. Back on this desk, okay, whenever the lights come back up. Lights. And the rest, come on, the rest, come on, lights. This is ridiculous. And the rest, come on, you know you've got it, the rest, lights. Yeah, great. Now. Get back in there! Time to crack on. We do have another guest this evening. Tendy, tell us who's next up. Oh, I have to believe it! Look at that! Hendy's in Mel Gibson! Hendy's in! Hendy! It's Linford Christie! And I'm just hearing that your time for up the runway was 9.84, which beats Naomi Campbell by 3/4 of a second. There you go. The new record holder for the runway, Linford Christie. There you go. It's unbelievable, but true. You won an Olympic gold medal at the age of 32. Now, I'm only 29. What's my chances?
Drinking, maybe.
What do you think?
There's still life to you. I mean,
yeah? What should I do? If I wanted to race tomorrow, if I wanted to go to Greece for the 2004 Olympics, what would you suggest?
Stay home.
Is it true you wanted to be an athlete? Is that right?
I was for a minute, yeah.
What was your event?
200s and 800s.
The 200 and 800? Ooh. So there was a chance then that you could have been racing against Linford, yeah? Can we just stand up? Just compare this, right? Can we just stand up? Just stand up. Seriously though, I know we can't talk too much about this, right? And this whole Nandrolone rubbish, because it's under appeal, right? But you've raced for 20 years, the whole time clean. Clean as a whistle for 20 years, right? Then you retire from big time racing, so you don't need to take it. And then this charge comes up, and, you know, UK Athletics have already cleared you from it. Me don't understand, Linford. What's the problem here?
You don't understand. I don't understand.
Yeah?
You know, I just think it's... I mean, I think it's a little bit ridiculous, you know, especially, I mean, when they said they were going to ban athletes for 4 years and they moved it to 2 years, I was one of the people who said, you can't do that. You've got to, It's got to be a 4-year, or it should be a life ban. And then, you know, for this to happen, I mean, I think it's ridiculous, but hey.
No, because you know, it makes no sense.
It doesn't make no sense to me, and I think it doesn't make no sense to, you know, 99% of all people, but, you know, what can you do?
Fine. So it's just a bit of a piss take then?
I'm not saying that. I'd like to think it would be, but no.
Yeah? When it comes to British sports people, you know, British sports people and British people love losers. Do you think that because you're a winner, that it's been you to win over the public?
Well, no, I mean, I don't think, you know, at the end of the day, I don't think it's the public that love the losers. I think it's the media, because it gives them a nice little story to write about. I mean, I think the public love winners. Yeah. You know, and I've always felt loved by the public. But, yeah, I think the media pushes, you know, that we love losers thing, because they give them an opportunity to build up and, you know, take down. But
so whenever you're successful as you, then, and the press like to kind of have a go, you know, do you just ignore that and just, you know, focus on the public love me and I'm a winner?
Well, I mean, I do that, but I ever go back, you know. I mean, you've got to give as good as you take, and, you know, I think a lot of the media, it's a jealousy thing. They want to be famous too.
Are you a bad loser?
Well, you know, you show me a bad loser, you know, you show me a good loser, and I show you a bad athlete. You know, I am a bad loser. I hate losing. You know, I don't do it to lose. I want to win.
How did you feel about the disqualification in Atlanta? Because, you know, I sat up, I was watching that, and I just go, I can't believe this is happening. You know, how did you feel?
I mean, I was a bit peed off to be, you know.
You can say pissed off.
Oh, yeah, I was pissed off. Yes, I was.
Because they reckon now that human reactions are actually quicker than they thought back then. Is that right?
Well, yeah, I mean, they said, I mean, a false start is if you react, before the gun. They said I reacted too soon after the gun. So, I mean, why wouldn't I pissed off? I mean, I'm lucky I wasn't, practicing a little bit of Frank Bruno thing, Yeah. I mean, I stood there because, at the end of the day, some people say I was a bad loser, I should have walked off. But, I had to wait for the referee to come out and to make a decision.
Yeah.
Because if I'd walked off and they decided it was a mistake, they can't rerun the race. And at the end of the day, I know they're saying, okay, the human can react, that quick. It's too late for me. I mean, Donovan Bailey's not going to say, okay, let's line up again and redo it.
Yeah.
So...
is it true that you used to intimidate your opponents by taking the top off and sort of, showing the muscles?
There's nothing wrong with that.
If you really saying there's nothing wrong with that at all. Is it true?
Oh, yes, it's true. I mean, I used to do that a lot. I mean, I did it in the '93 World Championships when you see, the thing is, like, everybody believes that size is strength, but it isn't, And so because they believe that, then I just...
But it's sometimes important, then.
Huh?
It's sometimes important.
Not sometimes, all times.
Okay. So if you pump yourself up, then you can kind of...
Well, I mean, you see, everyone watches.
Do you do that before the gig? Like, so when you're on with other bands...
It's really good, though, doesn't it, really?
Take the top off and go, oh, Spice Girls, have a look at that. Whoa.
I would have had it if get out there,
Not like Ronan. You've got, hopefuls as well. You've got your sort of team of athletes, and Ronan's got Westlife and stuff. Are you a hard manager?
Well, I mean, I'd swap with Ronan. He can have my athletes and whatever.
Yeah. Is it true? Because we heard this, that you don't allow them to have sex for a week before a race.
3 weeks.
3 weeks before a race. So...
if it's the Olympics or the World Championship, it's
3 weeks.
I used to go longer than that.
Yeah? And so how many times are they racing a year?
The little races, I mean, they can go maybe, 3 days to a week, but the Olympics is at least 3 weeks.
And what does that do? Does that improve? How does that improve the performance?
It keeps your testosterone level high.
Your testosterone.
Makes it very testy. No, I mean, and also, because you see, you need the aggression.
Yeah.
And if you're too relaxed, it's not too good.
You're never going to win anything after that. All right,
it makes you hungry, you see, because then what you do, you take it out on your opponents. You say... Yeah, it makes you hungry, it does.
Yeah, it makes you hungry.
Yeah,
I bet it does. What are you going to say here? No, before gigs, Westlife, are they allowed to sort of,
It's up to them.
It's up to them.
Yeah, it's very important to be relaxed on stage.
Fair enough. Yeah. So you can't sing in tune then, unless you get a bit of... Is that why the smile's on your face? You've got a 3-year-old girl, yeah? What will happen on Parent Sports Day? What's going to happen? Is everybody going to get a 90-yard start, or...?
No, it's going to be serious. I'm going to have spikes on, I'm going to bring my kit, I'm going to wear my Lycra. And I'm going to win, I'm telling you.
And is this just are you going to go for the egg and spoon as well?
Egg and spoon, I'll have bubble gum to glue the egg on. I'm still going to win.
Winner, right to the end. Beating daddies with big pot bellies and making kids cry. But he's still a star. Fair play to him, folks. He's in town. Give it up one more time for Mr. Linford Christie. Time for a regular current affairs slot. The slot's so current that it hasn't even happened yet. Yes, it's time for next week's news. Okay, folks, it's been another fantastic show, and I'd just like to say, Danke schön, Linford. Ronan Keating. Please God, God bless. Thank you for seeing me again. Yes, indeed, it's a Donkashane to Linford, Donkashane to Ronan, Donkashane Handy, S Club 7, Mel Gibson the chicken. You, sir, in the front row. Yes, you were fantastic. You, sir, 3 rows back. Not so good. I'll see you in the office later. Welcome to the karaoke crew and Give Boy! Donkashane, darling Donkashane. Thank you for all the joy and pain. Picture show, second balcony, was a place we meet. Back in the seat, go down the street. You were sweet, Donkashane, darling Donkashane. Yes, indeed. Thank you for seeing me again. Give Boy! Though we go on our separate ways, still the memory stays for always. My heart says, Donkashane. Yes, indeed. Join us on next week's show for Sir Alex Ferguson. I'm Patrick Keilty.